Hey everyone, it's me again, and I'm here with a makeup tutorial for you today. No, it is not like the satire video I filmed a couple of weeks ago. This particular tutorial is featuring exclusively the Sephora Pantone Color of the Year Facets of Marsala palette. I have a review video of this palette. I will link it in the description below so you guys can go watch that and hear what I think of this. I've been playing with it pretty much since I got it, which was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really liking it so far, but you'll just have to watch my review video to let you know what I really think. But this is the makeup tutorial that I decided to do for the eyes. This is just a tutorial on the eyes today, not so much the face. But there you go, that's what it ended up looking like. Very natural, very wearable, lots of voluminous lash going on. And this is also similar to the look I did in the satire video for Makeup to Get the Job In. And I decided to do it again because I wasn't expecting it to turn out as good as it did because, you know, it's a satire video. But I really liked how it came out, so I decided to go ahead and film a real, you know, step-by-step tutorial on how to do this look. It's really easy, and all you need is this palette for the eyes, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, if you want to learn how to get this lovely, wearable, natural look, then keep on watching. Hey everybody, okay, let's go ahead and get started on this tutorial. It's going to be a really quick tutorial just with the eyes for the most part. Now, before I started filming, I did prime my eyes. I used the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer today, but I wanted to prime beforehand because especially with this eye primer, you really need to let it set and sink into the skin. Otherwise, your eyeshadow isn't really going to blend all that well because this primer is a little bit wet and it can get a touch on the sticky side. Today I'm going to be using the Wow Blinded by the Packaging Sephora and Pantone Universe Color of the Year Facets of Marsala palette. There it is. This is a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous palette, and today's look is just going to be a very natural, very wearable, kind of work-friendly version of, you know, using the Marsala color. So I'm going to go ahead and take this shade called Burro, and I'm going to put that lightly into my crease. This is a pretty pigmented color, and the first time I did this look, I actually ended up going a little bit overboard on it, so be sure and tap the excess off of that one. This is a Sonia Kashuk 109 brush, by the way. Y'all already know the deal. And with these kinds of colors, I'd rather add them gradually, you know, start too light and build up, rather than starting too dark and having to try and get rid of color, because it's a lot easier to add color than it is to take away. Same thing other eye. Okay, just making sure both eyes look relatively the same. Cool, cool. Now we're gonna take a sort of, as I drop my brushes over and over and over again. So I'm gonna take the shade Macaroon. It looks like that. And yes, macaroon with two O's, so it's pronounced macaroon. And I'm gonna use that to blend out the deeper crease shade. Knock the crap out of this before you use it, because otherwise it's gonna be way too pigmented. And I'm just gonna use that to start blending out that deeper brown, because that can be a little bit of a toughie to blend. Same thing, other eye. Just gonna take macaroon and kind of go over. You're going mostly over the deeper brown color, but you're also going above it as well. And this is just to help soften that a little bit. There you go. See? Nice natural looking shadow. Well, it doesn't look natural yet, but it will in a minute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this packing brush right here. This is a basic e.l.f. Eyeshadow C brush. I'm gonna take this shade called Butter Rum. Love this color. It's like a lighter copper shade almost. I feel it looks coppery. I'm not sure. And I'm gonna put that on the outer half of the lid. I love how that color looks on the lid. So shiny! So pretty, so pretty. Gorgeous, cool. And now I'm gonna take Shifting Sands, which is that color right there. Really shiny, shimmery, taupey color, and I'm gonna put that on the inner part of the lid, just using the same brush. Faye's coming to visit me. My little baby. And again, we're moving that, kind of layering it over the butter rum color so we can softly start to blend those two together. And now we're going to go back in with butter rum and kind of focus that on the center of the eye to help start that blend. So we're starting in the middle and kind of patting it side to side, sweeping it back and forth. I really love how the golds in both of these shades just seem to flawlessly, seamlessly blend into one another and complement each other, even though one of them is very warm and the other one is very cool. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm just taking more of that Shifting Sands color and doing the exact same thing I did with butter rum, just putting it right in the center and wiggling it back and forth just to help seamlessly blend those two shades into one another. So as I was doing this eye look for the Makeup to Land the Job video that I posted weeks ago, I was trying to figure out what was missing at this point. Like, I was just gonna leave it here, but I was like, no, something's missing. What is it? Marsala. Adding Marsala to this look just made it blow up, made it explode. So I'm gonna take Marsala Matte, I think is that one? Yeah, Marsala Matte right there. And I am going to gently fluff this into the deeper part of the crease area. Knock that fucker off. And we're just gonna use the same Sonia Kashuk 109 that we used with the lighter brown, or the darker brown rather, and fluff that into the crease. Just breath it in there. And I mean, is it just me, or does that color not make this look come to life? Like, it just did it for me. I don't know. I'm gonna kind of wiggle it in the outer corner here too, and slowly start to blend that up. You know, people are complaining that Marsala isn't wearable, but I mean, color of the year last year was Radiant Orchid. I'm just saying. There you go. Am I crazy, or does that not bring this look to life? Like, seriously. As I drop my brushes, you know the drill. So I'm gonna go back in with my base shadow brush and that same macaroon color, like the bright kind of flesh toned color, and I'm just gonna use that to blend this out even more. I'm gonna go ahead and take this top color right here, which is Autumn Blonde, right there, and I'm just gonna take my same C brush but the other side and tap that off, because this one can create some pretty serious glitter fallout, and I'm going to use that under my brow bone. The glitter doesn't show up on the skin so much, but you definitely have to tap it off beforehand because shadow does have a little glitter in it. And I'll pop some in the inner corner too. Why not? And from here out, it's basically just kind of blending, deepening where you need to, softening where you need to. So I'm going to take more of that macaroon shade and still work those edges of Marsala and blend it out. Ferret break! Hi, Miss Faye. Mwah! Hi, everybody. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move straight to eyeliner. Now, for the eyeliner today, I decided to use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Corrupt. This is a very deep, dark, like espresso brown. It's got glitter in it, but I can never see it when I use it, so it's not really that big of a deal for me. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my upper waterline and a little bit at the roots of my lashes, but I'm not going to go much higher than that. And I'm going to go a little bit thicker on the outside, a little bit thinner on the inside. Wish me luck. I hate this part. What also helps with eyeliner placement is to keep your eyes open while you're doing it. It's going to be really hard. It's going to take a lot of practice to have something all up in your grill and still keep your eyes open, but trust me, it's going to help a lot because you'll be able to see exactly how it looks when your eyes are open. So, liner is on. I'm going to go ahead and do lashes. I decided... Originally I used my L'Oreal Telescopic, but I'm going to use Too Faced Better Than Sex today because last time I used L'Oreal Telescopic and it worked out good. It just felt like it needed something. It needed a little bit of volume, so I'm going to go ahead and use Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm kind of scraping the brush off a little bit because this brush picks up a lot of product and you do not need much. And we're going to wiggle this into our lashes. Now this mascara is a little bit clumpy, but I've found that most volumizing mascaras are. And I love this one for natural eye looks if you're not using false lashes, because it just makes your own existing lashes look a little bit more damn. And there you have it, guys. That's pretty much the whole eye look. I really like how this turned out. I really hope my camera does it justice. So let's do some little awkward eye posing. There we go. And you could totally update this for evening if you wanted to, just by adding some of the darker shades in this palette and into the outer corner, just deepening it up a little more, throw some falsies on, throw a darker lip, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face and I will be right back. And here you guys have it. This is the finished face. Didn't really do too much different with my face than I normally would. I did use a much more pigmented blush than I did in the last video, just because I wanted to experiment and see how it worked out. I used the e.l.f. blush palette in the dark shade set. That's what it looks like. Cover up the mirror here. That's what it looks like. I used a mix. I used the lighter shade up here on the kind of apple-ish parts of my cheek, and then I tried using this deep dark shade toward the back, but I thought it was going to come off a lot redder than it ended up coming off. It came off pretty pink, so I probably would have just stuck with the lighter shade from before if I were you. Other things that I wanted to make sure I mentioned, I used my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette. I just used the NW20 shade right there to conceal under my eyes. And for my highlight today, since I figured I'd probably get some questions on it, I used the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, one of the little, they come in a trio like this, they were for holiday. This one is an opal, that's what it looks like. And can we talk about this glow right now that's going on? I'm feeling it. At the moment on my lips, I just have a NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee just thrown on, but you could definitely do a whole lot of different lips with this. You could do a darker lip to make it look more vampy, or you could do a more nude lip. You could do, you know, just about anything. Just make sure when it comes to the lip that, you know, it kind of matches the color scheme you're going for here. You don't want anything that's going to clash with the Marsala shade, so aim for kind of a brown pink nude instead of for the more peachy pink nudes. Go for a more brown tone. And yeah, if you're going to go for a deeper color, go for like a rich burgundy, or I don't want to say oxblood because I know people are going to complain, oh, oxblood, animal rights, whatever. It's oxblood, it's a color name. But you can go for that kind of deeper, rich brick red color. That would look awesome as well. Let me do some awkward posing. Here we go. Oh yes. I really love how this look came out. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!